Welcome to a new episode of our interview series where we interview photographers from all over the world. And today we're going to Manchester in England and to a man who can't be serious for more than 10 minutes. It's a little bit like me. And he also loved the good stuff in life. And he is the man behind Cherish the Dress, a thing I love. So welcome, Chris Hanley.
Hey Benny, how are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm really good, thank you.
Yeah. YouTube allow us for 10 minutes, so we have 10 minutes total. But I want you to take 30 seconds to tell us about Chris Hanley.
Okay, well, my name's Chris Hanley. I'm the guy that's behind CherishTheDress.com, and I've been a photographer for over 27 years. I started in a national newspaper, and then I moved to a big international bioscience company where I spent most of my informative career in a dark room for 20 odd years with 4 different companies, but the same dark room. And then I set my own business up in 2005. And because I'm a people photographer and I love people, then I decided to go on my own.
Oh, that's good. And you have the business with your wife?
That's right, my wife and business partner Claire. She is the engine behind the whole thing. Creativity for me, and Claire keeps me on the right path, going the right places.
Yeah, that sounds good to work together with your wife. Yeah. So ready for 3 questions?
I certainly am.
Yeah.
Fire away.
Number 1, and that's about Cherish the Dress, and how do you came up with the idea and what it is?
Okay, Cherish the Dress was a brainstorming session that we had with my business mentor, Damien Lovegrove. And what we did, we were trying to think of a more positive spin on a negative concept of trash the dress. In Australia and America, trash the dress is very, very popular. But for the UK market, I think our brides were probably more reluctant to get the dress wet or dirty or be outside in a beautiful dress that they'd spent a lot of money on. So we decided to invent a post-wedding photo shoot that was inside, which was all about beauty, glamour and elegance, and it was making the dress the star of a photo shoot, not the victim of a photo shoot, and that's how Cherish the Dress was born.
Okay, sounds interesting. And you have also added a vintage style of it?
That's right, vintage, everything vintage at the moment is very, very big, not just in photography circles, but it's also massive in the music, in the way that people are dressing, etc., etc. So for 2010 and moving into 2011, everything's vintage. So we decided to take Cherish the Dress and put it on an old railway station with steam trains and old suitcases and that type of thing. So people have got choices now with the Cherish. They pick a flavour, if you like.
Yeah, I love these pictures from the railway station, and of course I'm going to put a link so the watchers can go and look at these pictures.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Next week we're doing a big masterclass for photographers at that railway station with all things vintage. So there'll be some bridal and also a new twist where we're going to be adding some contemporary vintage fashion in an old vintage setting.
I want to be there.
Well, you're more than welcome to come over.
Okay, the second one. If you only could use one lens on a wedding, which lens would you choose?
This is a fantastic question. I really like this question because it really puts you on the spot. I think my favourite lens as a Nikon shooter is the 2470 f2.8. I absolutely love this lens. And if I was restricted to it at a wedding, I think the sort of 50mm to 70mm end f4 is fantastic clarity, but also going back to 24mm, it gives me the options to do those bigger shots that I like to do, where our clients are smaller in the frame and they're the big surroundings. So my vote goes for the 24-70 2.8.
Okay, interesting. And the third one, do you like to do the light yourself with speed lights and such things, or bigger challenge to look for the available light?
Okay, God's natural free light is the best that you can possibly get. And when that is sort of north facing and you've cut off the top light coming down and it just folds around brides' faces and get those big catch lights, that's the most beautiful light that you can possibly get, in my opinion. And I'm looking for that sort of light all the time. And it's just sheer beauty, flattering, gorgeous light. But having said that, one of our distinctive sort of signature shots is the big double speedlight shot that we do towards the end of the day at a wedding, where we have the bride and groom and we light them both with zoomed in speedlights, but we're exposing for the twilight sky or cloud detail and then just filling in with TTL flash to get the big picture, which all of our clients absolutely love. So my preference for weddings is to use as much free light as possible and then finish it off with the big shot at the end of the day.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. It's almost the way we all also think of it. So interesting thing.
Yeah.
I could take 20 more questions, but today I only have 3. So I have to come back to you another time. So
That's great, Benny, and I've really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for asking me.
yeah, thank you for saying yes to this interview, and good luck with your business.
Okay, and we'd love to see you over here in Manchester. It's not raining, so when you have a moment, come over.
I'm coming. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye to everyone in Sweden.